Hello everybody, it has been a long ass time since I've uploaded anything. Welcome back, I suppose, to you guys. Sure. This should be the first video that I upload in quite a fucking long time. At least I think it is and I hope it is, because I have to motivate myself so that hopefully I can prioritize this video. Well, not really motivate myself, but just find the fucking time, because fucking Christ do I have little time sometimes. Well, whenever I have time, I don't have energy. But whenever I do have energy, I don't have time. But anyways, I figured I'd film this little studio update slash channel update just to give you guys a bit of an idea of stuff that I've been up to, stuff that I am working on, will be working on, different productions that I have in store, different ideas I'm throwing around. And as well as kind of introducing myself, because I haven't really gotten the chance to actually introduce myself both to you guys, to some of my subscribers, because not all of you personally know me, although some of you do, but not all of you do. I haven't gotten a chance to personally introduce myself to you guys and to any new members that may find this video and decide to subscribe to me, whether it be now, at some point in the future, whatever it may be. But I wanted to be able to introduce myself, so let me first start by saying hello. My name is Esteban Bartolo. Marry me. But in all seriousness, anyways, my name is Esteban Bartolo. I am 20 years old currently. This was recorded July 30th, 2016. Just to give you guys a bit of a time frame of when this happened, just in case. So, like, should this be released maybe a week later, which it probably will be, I assume, because I don't think I'll have the time to really finish editing this and then uploading it as quickly as I would like. But I will absolutely try my fucking hardest. But also, before I keep going any further, I apologize for my air conditioner, but I kind of have to keep it on because it is fairly hot. And I'm trying to keep my studio as cool as possible, because I don't want it to be extremely fucking humid and muggy. And I would rather avoid causing any damage in any shape or form to any of the materials in here, whether it be the construction or my gear, especially my gear, because I'd rather not buy all this gear again, because this is a few $1,000s worth and I don't want to do that. But as I was saying, to introduce myself, I am 20. I started playing drums in 2012, actual drums, because before then, basically I was just playing Guitar Hero and the Rock Band franchises, and that's essentially what made me more aware that I had such a love for music, such sort of an ear and a talent for music. I initially started off playing guitar, both in Guitar Hero and Rock Band, and then I thought, maybe I want to try guitar. And then I tried it for a while. I tried to learn as much as I could, tried to educate myself as much as I could. Wasn't really into getting a teacher, so I just tried to teach myself as much as I could, which obviously with the guitar is not that easy at all. But as I sort of progressed and tried to learn more about guitar, and I gradually did, but at the same time, the more that I learned, it was like, I don't really feel quite as into this as I thought I did. So then I kind of went on hiatus for a little bit and put my guitar down, which is actually next to me. I still have it. Should probably change the strings though, but I'm not a guitarist, so unfortunately, I am misintentionally, is that the right word? I don't intend to actually cause damage to my guitar, but I assume it's kind of happening anyways. But after learning that I didn't feel like my heart was really into guitar, I ended up picking up drums. Not initially on a real drum set. First, I actually started off with Guitar Hero and Rock Band, of course, which has been a huge driving part of my both video game inspirations and video game inspiration, I should say. And also my musical inspiration, because that was a huge driving force for allowing me to learn how to play drums, because that really taught me a lot of the basics, a lot of techniques. Not all techniques, obviously, some stuff you have to perfect and really practice on an actual drum set. But it was a pretty good starting point for what I wanted to do. And I found out that I was actually more into drums, and I really kind of enjoyed it. I enjoyed being able to make a beat in such a way, like being able to create such a groove, or make myself groove even while playing. And also the complexities of some of the techniques and rhythms and grooves kind of actually really got me into it as well. Early on, I didn't really encounter much of that, but gradually, I started learning more and more until I finally just decided, fuck it, why don't I just get a real drum set? And then I finally did, which that first drum set is what you saw in most of my videos, most of my drum covers early on. And back then I didn't have all the gear that I do now also, so it was just the drum audio itself from my camera. So it wasn't even that high quality, but it was about as good as I could get at that point in time. Obviously now I have much more gear, much more experience, both in drums and recording and producing, everything like that, engineering. So obviously now I can do better, but that's a bit about who I am. I've ended up playing drums for about 4 years now, because it's now 2016, I started in 2012. I am also half deaf. I'm deaf in my left ear, just so you guys know. So it is a bit of a hindrance, especially in the musical sense, but I try to accommodate for that as best as I can. Also, just to kind of throw out all the different positions that I take care of that I do, because I don't think I did that yet. I am a drummer, a music producer, a mix engineer, artist manager, all-around musician, just as much as I can be anyways. Mainly I just play drums, but I appreciate all of their instruments, and I can kind of sing from time to time. I still have yet to really work my voice enough. I haven't really worked on my voice to the point that I can actually project my voice enough and find good range for myself. I'm still working on that myself, just because I don't have a teacher. I teach everything to myself. I taught most of producing and recording and mixing to myself until I finally went to college for it, and then I was able to gain much more knowledge and then better learn how to do everything, except play drums. Drums was just trial and error. I did everything myself. Since the beginning, I would say I've improved a lot on drums. Like, I've taught myself so much. I've really progressed and tried to learn much more difficult songs, really pushed myself to try and motivate myself to better myself. And that has actually paid off, because I feel like I'm much better than what I used to be back then. And even from like the last drum cover that I released, which was, I think the last one that I released was We Own the Night by Dance Coming Dance. Even since then, I have still kept improving. I still keep improving. I'm trying to learn anyways. More difficult songs, some that are, I would say, polyrhythmic, because they actually are polyrhythmic actually. They're not understanding 4/4, some are like 6/8, some are like 3/4. Some are pretty fucking awkward, but I like the challenge, and that's what keeps pushing me, what keeps driving me a lot. That's a bit about me, honestly. I plan on doing probably Q&A somewhere down the line. Not sure if I want to do it yet. For those of you that watch this, if you would like me to do a Q&A, just say so. Let me know, just comments or sending messages if you actually know me, or actually follow me on any of my social media. Just let me know that you would like me to do a Q&A, and if you have any questions, go ahead and send them to me. Just send them to me, let me know that it's for the Q&A, and then I will make a video and answer them as best as I can. So also, not to get too far away from who I am, I want to also elaborate what exactly my channel is about, because I feel like there's been a bit of confusion, just because I didn't film an introduction video initially until now, and since I filmed quite a few drum covers and released quite a few drum covers early on, I feel like it was pretty safe for people to assume that my channel is primarily music based, but essentially, whenever I was starting my channel, I wanted to definitely play drums and show people what I was made of, you know, get my name out there. But not exactly to get famous, but just kind of to show people what I could do and how I progress along years or months or however quickly, however long. Initially, that was kind of what I wanted to do. It's not all that I wanted to do, but it was just one thing that I mainly focused on because that was what the gear, that was what I could do with the gear that I had. You know, I had my drums, I had my camera, and then I thought, fuck it, I'll just film some studio updates, fucking drum covers. But that wasn't the only thing that I wanted to do ever. It was just the easiest thing that I could do at that time. But even back then, I was still planning ahead, still trying to think of different things that I wanted to do, which obviously, as you can tell now, like one thing that I wanted to do was video game commentary, you know, like playing through certain games and just showing people my experiences through certain games. Maybe throw in a few jokes here and there, you know, make it fairly comedic, but obviously I'm not the funniest idiot in the world. So I just try and do the best I can, obviously, but that was one thing that I wanted to do, and it's not all that I want to do even yet. Essentially, I named the channel my own name because I wanted it to be everything around myself. I wanted it to be any productions that I'm involved in, any productions that I work on, everything that I can possibly do that I want to do. Essentially, I would say a huge inspiration for my channel, you know, for what it is and what it's growing into, what I plan on it being, is Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter, stuff like that. You know, just a bunch of different productions. Lots of people having fun, me having fun. That's why I like to bring in also some of my friends, and I try to make the cast as regular as possible. But I want to make sure I don't bring in too many people that is so chaotic to the point that no one even cares to watch anything because the cast isn't regular and they can't keep track of all the people. So most of the people that you've seen are people that will be regularly featured. Occasionally I'll have some special guests, like maybe if I'm playing through a certain game or something, I will have a special guest come in that maybe hasn't been here before. Maybe I will bring in a special guest just because their comedy is a good mix to mine, a good combination to mine. So maybe like if my jokes fall flat, maybe they can just say a joke right after it, and then it just immediately brings up the humor. Something along those lines. Or if I'm playing a game that I don't have much experience in, maybe I might bring them in to add in some extra commentary. Or in the case of something else I plan to do this year, in which something else that I did last year was I filmed some horror game gameplay, and I played through it by myself and with another person. The video with another person, which was The Evil Within for last year, it's the last Halloween, I think I released 2 parts. I haven't released the 3rd and the 4th part, which I'm working on, because the 3rd and the 4th part were actually filmed with another person. She was actually, or she is actually, a person that I would say, by this point, I would say isn't better than me at that game, just because I got farther than she did. But at that point in time, she knew more than I did about the game. So I thought maybe I'd bring her in and maybe she could add in some extra humor, add some extra commentary. I still have to edit the video because I haven't edited it yet. I have the parts recorded and everything, but I haven't gotten around to editing that one because that one is fucking long as fuck. Parts 3 and 4 I actually mix into one, but then I have to split them because they're 2 hours long. Well, parts 3 and 4 combined together, 2 hours long. So I'm gonna split them each into 1 hour parts. So part 3 will be an hour, part 4 will be an hour, and then I'll edit it down even then to see how long it is. But if I feel like the video itself isn't that good, I'll probably start scrapping it and just continue on with some other productions. But that was actually a game that I enjoyed. Unfortunately, since then, my Xbox 360 has broken down, and I have since gone to Xbox One, but I will probably have to rebuy The Evil Within. But I'm not sure if I really want to continue with that right now. I'm considering a few other games that I will play later on down the line, maybe like that. Like Outlast is a game that I want to play. PT was one that I wanted to play, but I can't really play that anymore because it's not allowed. LS is a big one. Layers of Fear is another one, and I would probably do those either Marcel and myself, or at least one other person. I would like to make it a group if possible, but I would say maybe like 2 or 3 people would be best at the most. But that's essentially stuff that I wanted to do, kind of stuff like that, just video game commentary, making drum covers, essentially any production around me, which is actually a good time for me to explain to you guys, or not explain to you guys, but give you guys some examples of some future productions that I plan on working on as well. Because I plan on doing not only continuing video game commentary, because I definitely still want to do that, and I also want to continue doing drum covers, continue making my own original music, which some of you guys have heard by now, some of it anyways. I do a bunch of different kinds of music. I like to do like electronic, progressive rock, progressive metal. Sometimes I mix in some jazz, or like some maybe almost like love step, essentially, I guess is something it would be called, because it almost sounds like sensual. But I try to combine as many genres as I can and just be all over the place. Some stuff is even almost like, some stuff is almost like hip hop or maybe not pop essentially, but fairly close, I would say. But it's pop that you can actually stand. It's not like mainstream pop. But anyways, no, I'm a music producer, so I like to just be all over the place and make lots of different kind of music that I can vibe to, different people can vibe to, different people can enjoy. So those are some productions that I plan on still doing, but I also plan on starting doing like podcasts, some short skits, both in video games and in the real world. Maybe just like skits for fun, or some kind of almost like dares, essentially, just for fun. Obviously, dares aren't something that I would like to plan out, because I like the spontaneous nature that makes it fun. So like maybe say for example, we would be in the middle of a video game commentary video, me and another friend or a few friends, and out of nowhere I would be like, I will give you $20 if you snort those fucking Smarties. Because that's something people do. So why the fuck not? Obviously I'll film it and I would upload it for you guys, but that would just kind of be it. Either I would film it from my video, from my phone, because it'll be quicker than me trying to get my camera. Because I don't think I'll have my camera on hand at all times, but I could try. Filming from my phone would be better, but my phone's camera isn't quite that good. So if someone that I'm recording with has an Apple, an iPhone, probably use that. But that'll be something like that. It would be like podcast, short skits, in-game and in real life, live action videos, studio updates, live playthroughs, in-studio live performances, streaming performances, should I ever get a band together, or should we just be like performing a cover. I don't know if I want to do any tutorials yet, but maybe at some point. I don't think I have the knowledge or the experience really to actually be qualified to give someone knowledge. I could pass on what I know to maybe someone locally, or if someone asks me an actual question, but I don't think I'm an expert in any shape or form yet about anything that I do. So, and I probably won't ever be, but if someone asks me a question, I would still do the best I can to answer them and give them any information that I can, or any kind of advice or anything like that. But those are kind of the productions that I plan on doing and that I've always wanted to do, essentially, since the beginning of starting my channel. And like I said, Rooster Teeth, that company has been a huge inspiration for me trying to do everything that I do. Also, some stuff that I aspire to do is just kind of make like, I would say, maybe not make this quite a company, but make this more of a regular thing. Maybe have an actual crew, a team that I can work with, that we work with and conference together, discuss different ideas, details, different productions that we want to do, any shows that maybe we want to make. If we want to make some game shows or some fun, I would say some fun regularly filmed or fairly regularly filmed type of shows or videos that we would release over, you know, some certain period of time. That would be something that I aspire to do, stuff like that, and a whole bunch of other shit. So I mean, if you guys would like to stay a part of that, I appreciate every single one of you who has been with me thus far and will continue to be with me every step of the way. And I will do everything I can to provide so much different content to you guys, and hopefully, I hope you will enjoy it as much as you can. If not, I apologize, but I'm me. At the same time, I do stuff because I want it to be fun for me and for the people that I work with. I don't do everything just to cater towards the audience. Of course, I want the audience to enjoy themselves, but I also do it for myself at the same time, because I feel like if I were to do everything for everyone else, I would feel like absolute shit. I wouldn't get any enjoyment out of anything. So it's definitely a huge part for me to make sure to enjoy what I do. Otherwise, I won't be having any fun, and then I don't enjoy it, and then if I don't enjoy it, you guys don't enjoy it. It's a constant cycle. And now that I've gone through all of that, some examples of stuff that I've been working on. You know, I've been working on a bunch of different stuff. Definitely have been pretty fucking busy with work because I also work in my family business apart from all the other stuff that I do. So there are times when I'm pretty busy, and then other times when I'm just not that busy. I try to relax as much as I can, because obviously to do productions like this, you kind of have to be in a creative state of mind, and you have to try and relax when you can, because otherwise if you're too tired, if you're too maybe stressed or just too focused on other stuff, you obviously won't be able to perform or function to your best ability. So it will definitely hinder you, and I would say just overall take the quality of the content from here to here, and then it just turns into a pile of poo eventually. But definitely I try to work on content as much as I can, or at least work on ideas for content, try to plan out stuff, organize, talk to some other friends or some other people that I would like to feature in productions, that I would like to make productions with, or make productions with on a regular basis, or film together, or just record stuff. Whether it be music or something else, some other kind of production, whatever it may be. I try to stay busy as I can, but obviously, you know, also my family business, we've been around for 12 years, so we are also pretty well established, and I would say we get pretty goddamn busy at times. Like for a small business, I say we do pretty well. Just to give sort of an example, we have like 3 employees working on a regular basis, maybe 4, sometimes even 2. We'll have probably upwards of 100 employees, or 100 customers in any day, pretty much, almost any day. Some days it's slower, obviously, as any business, and it's a Mexican restaurant, just to clear that. Fuck my mouth. But yeah, I stay busy at my family business, so it's definitely like hard to work on content at times, because there will be times when I have time, but I don't have energy because I just got home from work and I'm literally fucking absolutely exhausted. I may not be exhausted physically, but I may be exhausted mentally, and if you're exhausted mentally, pretty much your entire body starts to feel it. Not to mention, when you're exhausted mentally, it really brings down your functionality, and it makes it hard to really think on a creative level. So obviously me having a lot to do creatively, it makes it pretty hard to do all that, especially since I'm the only producer. I literally manage everything, I direct everything, I produce everything, and I have to organize and get everyone together, so it's obviously difficult. So I try to work on things as much as I can, but it's not always easy. That being said, apart from being busy from work, you know, I've been trying to work on as many productions as I can, working on content. Currently I've been working on, and currently am working on, a song that I was not exactly contracted for, but I was offered a gig for a local pastor. So it's a little bit more religious than I would like to be, because I'm not that religious myself. I'm really not religious at all. He wanted me to take a look at a song that he wrote, just scratch acoustic song that he wrote and recorded on his phone. he sent the song to me, and he wanted me to do pretty much whatever I can to it, or whatever I wanted to it, so that I can spice it up. But obviously, you know, it wouldn't be exactly the best if the song started off like extremely religious, and then I took it super heavy metal, and then started like recorded vocals myself, and then started screaming and throwing in throwing in every single curse word in existence. But that's a big thing that I've been working on, and it's my actual first production gig that I'm working on for someone else. So I'm currently working on that, and I hope to have it done. We got delayed a little bit a few times, because there's been times where we just couldn't find a good day to record. That and one of my friends was actually dealing with the passing of a family member, so we had to take a bit of a break there. Because he has to record guitar, and I couldn't have him recording guitar if he's not feeling into it, you know. Like I said, you gotta make sure that your mind is into it creatively, because that's how we function as artists. You know, anyone who's an artist, really, that's how they function. You can definitely push yourself and work all the time, but you may not always be in the creative mindset. And if you're not in the creative mindset, sometimes you end up forcing something, forcing yourself to write something, to create something, which your heart and soul may not be into it. And that's a huge part of making art, any kind of art, whether it be music, movies, you know, just songwriting, any kind of shows, videos, whatever it may be. It's all art technically. Should you always push yourself? It's not always the best, because sometimes you'll just get a forced product, which people may not enjoy if you do it that way, because there's just not that much enjoyment from you, and if there's not that much enjoyment from you, other people won't really enjoy it. So we got delayed a few times, just because, you know, couldn't find a good day in our schedule to get everyone together and to work. Since obviously I have to produce, and then him and one of my other friends are also recording guitar. So there's 2 people recording guitar currently. I'm recording drums, but drums will be tracked to last. We're working on guitars first, and technically we're still only in pre-production. But once we have the pre-production, I feel like, and we'll definitely, anyways, because I will make sure that happens. But we'll get through the actual song once we have the pre-production. Because the hardest part is getting the song together, the arrangement, constructing it, and really making it work. Because once we have that taken care of, it won't be nearly as hard to actually just record the actual song itself. Maybe we'll have some minor changes, but it shouldn't be that bad. So I hope, optimistically, I hope to have it done by, at the latest, the end of next month, so the end of August. That's when I hope to have the song done, and then show the song to him, and then if he likes it, he actually did offer to pay me, so I might get paid. But that's a huge part of actually what I'm currently working on. And currently we're tracking to GarageBand, and then once we have the pre-production done in GarageBand, I actually plan to record the actual song itself in Pro Tools, because I'm going to migrate my Pro Tools 12 from my old computer in my bedroom to my current computer here in my studio. That's a big part of what I'm working on. I've also been trying to go through some old videos that I currently have saved on my computer in my bedroom. I think they're all just video game commentaries, but I wanted to go through them and see what I want to edit, work on, and release. And there's some stuff that I still have to work on and release. I deleted quite a few videos as well, because I went through them and I was like, it just doesn't seem that fun, and it doesn't feel like I put all my emotions into it, you know, like really expressed myself and made it enjoyable for the audience. Because I proof everything that I release, I would say 2 to 5 times, and I absolutely try my hardest to make it the most enjoyable and best content that I possibly can with what I record. Obviously some days I'm just, you know, a little bit less energetic, some days I'm more energetic, but me myself, I'm not the most talking person, so it is a little bit hard. Which is why I also like to bring in, you know, extra guests, so that I can then help other people to bounce off of, and then we can have more humor there and just have some better chemistry in general. But that's something else I'm working on. I've been trying to go through the older videos that I have, seeing what I would release, what maybe is a priority. This will definitely take priority over any other video currently, just because I want to share this with you guys and let you guys know what I've been up to, what I am up to, and just kind of introduce myself and just keep you guys informed essentially, and let you know that I'm still working on stuff too and that I haven't just given up, because I definitely don't plan to give up anytime soon. I plan on doing production like this and just production in general and working on music for as long as I possibly can. Literally as long as I possibly can in my life. My camera is about to fucking die. So just the future stuff that I will be working on is essentially what I just said, really. All the productions. I will be doing some other, maybe not contracts exactly, but about as close to contracts as I can get with music as well. So I'll be doing some music for other people as well, now that I have my first production gig. So I'll be getting this first one done, then doing more music for other people, and just trying to stay busy as much as I can, recording more content, getting some other ideas together, holding a conference. I'm holding a conference this Sunday so that I can discuss ideas with everyone who will be in a more essential part of the team. So that's pretty much all I will be doing. So just want to give you guys a quick little update, keep you guys informed, let you guys know that I am working on stuff, so please be patient, and I will be releasing more content for you guys as soon as I possibly can. And thank you everyone who supported me thus far and who will continue to support me. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you so fucking much, and I will see you guys soon. See you guys. Have a good one.